Breaking news: Iran just launched hundreds of drones to fight Israel. And I go, all I think of is, well, that's interesting. Of all the countries to go to war with the Jews, of all the countries in the world right now that are going to attack Israel for the atrocities and the genocide that they committed on the Palestinians, even though, yes, it was triggered by them taking hostages, which they did so they wouldn't get blown up. It was a strategic move. It wasn't a let's kill the hostages move. It was, well, if we're in a damn spot and we're just going to sleep there all day and we don't know we know they have satellites and they have everything, they're going to blow up, they're going to blow us up. They're going to blow us up, but they're not going to blow us up if they know there's Jewish hostages with us. So that's what they're scared of. They're terrified that this is a strategy that everyone's going to implement, going, oh, you're America, you want to blow up my house from the convenience of your little iPad. You can't kill me because I took hostages. So you're killing, revenge away, you're killing you, as they say. And as we look at Iran, Iraq and Iran were the two countries that everybody wants to go to war with. Ahmadinejad was the guy. They've wanted to go to war with him for years. They wanted to go to war with him since 2003. Why he's attacking Israel now, if he's attacking it, what's happening? I mean, it's drones. So while I don't have the intel to say that it's Iran, I find it very suspectful that of all the countries we can finally declare war on, America can declare war on, of all the countries to go fight again, the country with oil, the country that was Iraq and Iran, and the country and the countries that are Babylonian, the countries that are Egyptian and Pharaohs and Babylonian and evil, and it's the same thing as what's been going on for years. You've got the Moses and the Pharaoh and the Anubis and the Set and the gods. We basically realize that Iran, they've always wanted to go to war with Iran. Everybody wants to wipe Iraq, Iran, not the Jews. Nobody wants to wipe the Jews off the face of the planet. And I don't want to wipe the Jews off. Hey, Jesus is Jewish. Jesus is a Jew. I'm on the Jew side. But I go, isn't it interesting that the sides that are connecting themselves to pagan Babylonian gods, gods of wood and stone, the Thors, the Zeuses, the Olympus, all these people are going to war and fighting the nations under God that are Christian with Jesus and Jehovah. So this is a holy war. This is a holy war. And this isn't a war like Vietnam. This isn't a war over resources. This isn't a war over a dictator. This is a war of the Bible. This is a new world order war. And if the Jews are at war, we got to kind of think, why are we going to war with Iran? Why are we going to war with Iran? Why is Iraq going? We don't want multiple wars. You can't. Too many wars. Nation versus nation was predicted. There's nothing we can do about this. This is written in the stars. This is written in the Bible. Nation is fighting nation. So Ukraine is fighting Russia. Iran is fighting Israel. America is going to be fighting possibly China and Russia if they join forces, because China was responsible for that little coughing virus that nearly killed everybody in 2020. And we still have China that we have to fight. So we have China and Taiwan. These are the nations: China, Taiwan, Iraq, Israel, Afghanistan. There's all these countries fighting, whereas Canada ain't doing shit. Be Canada. Canada's not fighting anybody. They can kick ass. The French aren't fighting anybody. They can kick ass. Who else is not fighting? New Zealand isn't fighting anybody. They can kick ass. Why are these wars going on? Because it's about power. It's about power. It's about peace. It's about the death of what happened to Jesus. It's about the belief system of we have to believe in Jehovah and we're not going to back down. This is this is a holy war, and you think, well, it's just that they want to kill the Jews. They just want to strike now because this is a time to strike, and they're launching what, drones. We don't know where these drones came from. We don't know if it's Iran, but if it is Iran, which it looks like the intel's good, and they go, their drones are from Iran. Well, I just think this is a perfect right now movie for Top Gun. This is I know it sounds stupid, and who cares about a movie? But you go, if there was a movie that I want to go watch right now and go, what are these guys doing? What is Maverick doing? What is Maverick doing right now? Because I already had a story where Maverick would be pulled in to do aerial footage for a dogfight, and it would connect to the prequels of his father and the era of the era that the old timers that fought, that, you know, Viper and all the other ones. Then there was Vengeance, which was the drones. But now I look at it and I'm like, well, this is it. This is real life. You can't get any more real than real. Top Gun is happening now. Drones are fighting. Top Gun is fighting. This is Top Gun. They're sending drones to blow people up in Israel. You gotta have the Israeli fighters. You gotta have the Top Gun fighters. This is the movie. This is what Top Gun Vengeance is all about. Top Gun Retaliation. Top Gun Airstrike. Top Gun. This is the movie. So, you know, who cares about that? We're at war now, and, you know, nuclear bombs could be launched or whatever. But you go, right now, if you're thinking, well, what would our Top Gun cadets be doing? What would our Top Gun cadets be doing sitting in their houses right now? And then they call them in and say, guess what? We need to help the Jews. We got to help the Jews. We got to help the Jews. We're not going to let the Jews die. You got Jesus. And even though these may be Kazakhstanian Jews or fake Jews, the synagogue of Satan, we don't know. We're dealing with Israel, and we go, this is Jehovah saying, okay, guys, Top Gun, we spend $12 billion on planes. We need 40, 50 of these planes in the air right now. We gotta send drones, and we gotta send Top Guns. And you never know, there might be some technology that destroys the drones, that hijacks the drones and lets us control them, or maybe that ultimately destroys their navigation and makes them fly blind. We don't know. But ultimately, this is the movie. It's Tom Cruise. It's happening. If you're wondering, Tom Cruise, what your next 3 or 4 movies are going to be, it's Top Gun. And we all go, what in the hell would Top Gun be as a movie, seeing this Iranian airstrike on the Jews? Now, we would never use their nation. You know, we never said the Jews are getting hurt or this. But if they did, it'd be like, Top Gun is awesome. This is gonna be an awesome movie. How the fuck are they gonna fight the drones? How the fuck are they gonna? This is a Top Gun movie, so watch it. And of course, there's nuclear bombs and submarines. There's nukes. But it's so crazy that people just really don't want Trump. That shows you how much no man has been more hated and gone to war than a guy who just said, hey, me, my immigrant people, the people of Mexico, we don't want you here, and let's make some money and taxes, and it's all about money. This guy's a money guy. This guy's a money god. He's a money god. He's the money god. I mean, Trump is the money god. He's not a god. No one's a god other than Jehovah. But you go, he's the money god. Trump is the guy that is inciting hate, and there's wars, and these people are going crazy. It has nothing to do with them. But Biden is just, okay, he doesn't even... We're looking for a John F. Kennedy here. We're looking for a Barack Obama. We're looking for a Bill Clinton. We get a Biden. We get an old weakness. Kamala, I finally figured out her name. That in the eclipse, I couldn't even remember her name. Kamala's not doing anything. This is what movies are made of. This is what movies like Under Siege and Air Force One are about. This is a war. Iran had to be Iran of all. I find it very coincidental. The one nation we always wanted to go to war with, the one we always wanted their resources, their oil, the Babylonians, the killing, the gods. We're going to war with Iran. So, prophet, not me, but prophecy coming true. It's the Bible times, people. So watch out for those nuclear bombs in America and the Civil War and all that stuff happening. Pretty much. Get out of your TikToks, people. Get out of your TikToks. Top Gun time. Top Gun time.